Ravencoin looks amazing at this level. And in this video, I'm going to show you 6 reasons why I think Raven is about to surprise a lot of people who called it off as dead. Let's get right into it. So the first reason I'm going to go into is we have this solid breaker right here. I have the log chart on because it looks a lot cleaner on this level. So this is our weekly breaker. We know it's a breaker because we have a downtrend followed by a break in price action and a continuation down. This fight back is where the bulls and the bears really clashed and gave it a shot. The bulls fought back very harshly. Now, obviously, they did end up losing this fight, but this area of contention is assumed that next time it comes up to it, it's also going to be heavily contended. So if you watch this price action, see what happens. Remember, this is our level right here. Come down here. Test this level from the downside. This is a retest showing this level is significant. We failed. Then, of course, we busted above with conviction, okay? We busted above with conviction, and the volume shows it. And as you can see, we came up here. However, we came right back down, and we have tested and held this weekly breaker. So far, this looks extremely good. Now, the second reason I'm going to show you is the market structure, okay? Market structure is the overall structure of the entire price action. So you have a low, a high. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this I was going to go over. My bad on that. So right here, you have this market structure and volume profile is very, very good for an impulsive movement. How do we know this? Well, look at this very high volume on this increase, okay? Very high volume on the increase. However, we have a decrease in volume on the decrease, okay? Decrease in volume on the decrease, increase in volume on the increase. This shows that this is an impulsive movement upwards, and this is a corrective structure downwards, okay? So even though it did go very, very far down, this is still a corrective structure because it has not went all the way to the bottom of the structure entirely. So this still looks bullish to me, guys. This is an impulse followed by a corrective structure, which usually is preceded before another impulse, okay? So this right here is showing us that we should be having an impulse due to the market structure. Now, the third thing I'm going to go over in the US dollar pairing, I'm going to take it off the log chart, is we have this trend line that's been established. You guys can see the significance of it. 1 touch, 2 touch, this entirety of it trying to get back above it. 4 touch, 5 touch. Then we eventually have broken up from it and found support on this weekly trend line. Well, or on this weekly breaker. So on the low time frame, we have gotten above this very significant level on the 4-hour on the US dollar pairing. This all looks really good, right? So for my 4 through 6 is actually on the BTC pairing. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. On the BTC pairing, here we are. The first thing I'm going to go over is this falling trend line, okay? And we just went over that on the other chart. You can see how significant it is here. We have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, almost got to it, 4 touch, 5 touch, and we're just now, if you zoom in, starting to get another movement outside of it. I think that when we do bust above this trend line, because it has held so well over the past months, guys, this has been established for months. When did it get started? Right here on April 14 of 2021. We're about to bust up above there for the first time in several months. That's extremely significant. Don't write it off as nothing. So the next thing we're going to go over is actually on the 3-day chart. On the 3-day chart, we have this breaker. Well, just like we talked about in the US dollar pairing, a increase in price action, a decrease, and a continuation up. This decrease is the area of contention. This is where the bears fought back on this massive pump. They ultimately lost that fight, but the point is, since they fought back so heavily here, it was going to be an area of contention. And the price came down and tapped the only level here that makes sense. There are no other breakers besides way down here. So we did react bullishly, and it looks like we're about to break up from this trend line. This looks really, really good, and that's my 5th reason why Raven looks amazing. And my 6th reason is again on the market market structure, just like we had before. Where is the volume? The volume is right here when the price is going up. When the price is going down, the volume is decreasing. That means that this is an impulsive movement upward, and this over here is a corrective structure. Just like on the US dollar pairing, when you have an impulse followed by a correction, the next move is going to be impulsive. All right, guys, like this is amazing right now. Okay, I absolutely am buying Raven at these levels. I don't think we have much further to go down. Like, this to me is an incredible opportunity, and I will not miss out on this. So if you guys have questions, like always, let me know. I do have a Discord channel where I keep you up to date on all the most recent price action on all these coins, to include Raven, of course. So make sure to check it out in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces, boys.